All right, guys, let's do this. What up? It's JoJo on the radio. This is the iHeartRadio Countdown, and I haven't seen her since like pre-pandemic and all this craziness. And here we are on Zoom. Lizzo, how are you? And where you at right now? I'm looking at the shelves. I see all your trophies behind you. The iHeart Award in there. Yeah, there it is. Where you at?
Yeah, I'm in my house. My house is just this bookshelf, actually. I sleep right there underneath my Grammy every night. I'm in LA.
When am I going to see you in person? Are you like, out and about at all? Are you kind of staying in? And what's your, how's life for you?
I am in a bin. I am not out and about, boo. I just know I want to keep people safe and I want to stay safe. We're just watching COVID kind of trend up again, and it's kind of like really scary. So when the pandemic really started, I took it really seriously and I was really anxious and really scared. And I'm kind of starting to get those feelings again. So I'm just locking it in, staying safe. We have a song to promote, but we're making it work.
We'll get to rumors in a few moments, but let's talk this album. I'm sure everything is top secret, everything. But what can you say? What can you leak, if anything? Give me something. I know you're working with Mark Ronson, I think, right? Aside from that, what do I need to know?
There you did it. You just leaked it. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah. Well, if there were an album, I would have all sorts of juicy, salacious details, but I am still just writing a lot of songs. Like, I have enough songs to make maybe 30 albums, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm putting the best songs together for you guys.
So you're one of those artists that just write and write and write, which is, that's the good thing. The bad thing is when you have to trim it down. I hear that is just the worst, right?
Yeah, saying bye to your babies. And like, I am a part of these songs from the moment they're conceived. Like, I'm in the room when we're playing the first synth note and the first guitar strum. So like, it is hard saying goodbye to, because they all feel like my babies. I got like 140 babies right now.
Oh my God. Well, whenever
like a spider or something.
Apparently so. Are we looking like end of the year or maybe early 22 or maybe not? Maybe I should just shut up before you punch me in the face.
Take your own advice, boo.
I don't want to get punched by Liz. I assume the fact that this song Rumors is written about, because when you get to a certain level, people start making crazy stuff up about you. It's just, it's got to be maddening. Give me one of those rumors that sparked this song, or give me one of those things. You know what I'm talking about.
One of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. I'm subject to so much public opinion and people just have the craziest things to say about me. Like, it's almost absurd. One of the things I just had to clear up, it was the rumor that I stage dived and I killed somebody. Like, that was I'm like, y'all are getting dark. Your imaginations are very dark. I've never stage dived in my life.
Stage diving is a terrible thing. I was told by some buddies that if you ever do it, take everything out of your pockets because they will go in your pockets and everywhere else. So anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm a woman too. So it's like, I will kick somebody if they come for me.
Well, handle some business. One of my favorite Lizzo tour stories you told me once where you had the flowers on stage and I think a bee was in the flower.
Oh my gosh.
Like that. I found that stuck in my head. That is such a funny story. It might not have been.
That is my nightmare. That is my nightmare. Anyone who knows me knows if I can see a bee from a mile away, I can hear them, I can feel them, and I will sprint. You ever want to see an Olympic runner? I get Olympic fast running away from bees. And so it was crazy because during True First, I had the bouquet and it was real flowers. And it was just chasing me around the stage. I was running in circles and all you could see in the footage is like a little bee, just like going back and forth. Needless to say, we've used plastic flowers from then on.
Cardi B, of course, on the track. Well, did you connect with her? Yeah. Oh my God. Did you connect with her when you did the movie, or when did you guys discuss, how did the song come about?
We connected before Hustlers. I've been a fan of hers for a long time, and she likes me too. I'm always like, oh my God, I'm cool. Cardi likes me. And I feel like we always kind of wanted to work with each other, but we didn't want to force it. Like, obviously, I always take my time with collaborations and I always make sure it's the right person and the right time and the right relationship. And when Rumors was written, it was like, oh yeah, she would kill this. And she did, man. She did not disappoint.
I tell you what, Cardi B, I've only met her once briefly, but I was talking to Normani about her, and maybe I misunderstood what Normani told me, but she told me that behind the scenes, Cardi is introverted, almost shy, and I find that so hard to believe. That can't be true, is it? Or is it?
I think that it depends on who she's around. I think, artists, we all protect our energy in a major way. And because we give so much out, and Cardi is such a big ball of energy. She's so much light. I get her alone in a room and we can, but like, I have noticed that, if we're out around a bunch of people, she can get a little like coy. It's very, very cute.
Let's do this track, Rumors. This track, I mean, when I first heard it, mind blowing. SZA said, I guess you played her a track, before it came out, and she said it's the best song she's ever heard in her life. So what do we need to know about Rumors?
I played SZA so many songs, so I don't know which one she was probably talking about. Let's just say, for the sake of promotion, she was talking about Rumors.
That's right. That's what I heard.
You said, what can I tell you about it?
Yeah, give me something on this. Or maybe it is what it is. I just hit the button.
Rumors is what it is, man. It's the ultimate middle finger up to haters. I wrote Rumors not just for myself, but for everybody. I think it doesn't matter what level you're at in life. You could be a pop star, or you could be in middle school right now. Because of the internet, everybody has to deal with cyberbullying in some form. Everybody has to deal with some sort of harassment or rumors or false information out there about them. And it hurts. It really hurts our feelings. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it doesn't hurt any less. So this is the opportunity for anybody to say, yeah, all the rumors are true, and what you believe don't got nothing to do with me and doesn't stop my joy and stop my grind. Featuring Cardi B.
Yeah, and if you've heard the lyrics, you'll understand this question. If things change with Drake, will you do a remix and change the lyrics about Drake?
If they change, I would just have to mute the yet, huh?
Two-part question. First part of it, what is the biggest crowd you've ever played for? And then the complete flip of that, have you ever been booed?
Woo!
Like
the biggest crowd. I feel like it was a festival. It was between Glastonbury or Austin City Limits. I can't remember which one was bigger, but it was I think it was like 80,000 people. Is that right, Alana? At the festival, it was like 80,000. We never cracked 100,000. We about to, baby. And it's always shocking. I made everyone do the wave because I didn't know how big the crowd was. So I said, let's go, start with me. And it went all the way back and it disappeared. And I was like, oh, that's the end of it. No, I saw the wave continue past the crest of the audience. And then like maybe 30 seconds later, it made its way all the way back. It was like 80,000 people doing the wave. That was the craziest feeling of all time. Have I ever been booed? No, because I'm a great performer and I'll boo right back at you. I've been heckled, but I heckle back. Like I'm such a punk performer.
I love it.
I have played for literally nobody. I remember my rock band had a show and I was so excited because my mom was in town and she had never seen my rock band before. And I was like, you got to come to our show. And literally it was just us, the sound man, and my mom. I was so mortified, but it's shows like that kind of build your character and humble you for when you're playing for 80,000 people.
I was talking to the band AJR. I'm not sure if you know them, but they told me their first or one of their early shows, 6 people show, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a pretty big room. They were like, oh my, but they put on a show and that's what you got to do.
Yep. Never phone it in.
Listen to her, right? Lizzo, you've had a fun back and forth with Chris Evans, over the last year or so. What is the status at this point of your relationship? Are you guys married yet? What are we doing here?
Chris Evans, I'm just first of all grateful that he's like taking this so sweetly. Like it could have gone the other way. He could have been like, man, I don't know who that girl is. Ugh, leave me alone. But he's just been such a good sport. We have plans to have a drink together, not a romantic one, but I was like, you got to come to a show. And I was like, drinks on me. And he was like, no, drinks on me. So I hope he means like on him physically, like body shots. Like I take the shot off of his chest. We gonna see.
You may not know this about me. I'm obsessed with the paranormal, ghost, UFOs, all this stuff. I even have a podcast called Paranormalish. I'm clearly off the deep end. Have you had a paranormal encounter?
Yes. I was saying that like when I was a kid, my mom and dad, when we were looking for houses or places to stay, they would bring me first because I would always could feel something in the house. I'd be like, Mommy, this doesn't feel right. Like my family's really sensitive and we're super connected. So I've had plenty. I don't know if I've ever told this story before, but a ghost or a spirit told me I was beautiful. And it was the scariest experience of my life. I was in like this bar in Minneapolis and it was like really old. It was a really old bar and there was like a photo booth and I was like really sad about a boy or something. And the photo booth was pretty isolated from everyone else, from the bar and from the stage. And so I was sitting in it by myself and it was pressed up against the wall. And this was the opening to go in and out. And in this ear, I was like so sad. And I was looking at myself in the reflection of the photo thing. And I heard a man's voice and he was like, "You're beautiful." Right in this ear. And then my hair.
The door.
Opposite. It was against the wall.
Whoa.
And so the hairs on my neck stood up like they're standing up right now. And I was like, and I opened the thing and I ran out and I looked around and it was like, there was a balcony where people were smoking cigarettes, but it was not next to the thing. But I go out there and I was like, "Hey, were one of you guys over here?" And they were like, "No." And then I like ran all the way across the bar to where they were playing pool. And I was like, "Were one of you guys over by the photo booth?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, I just chalked it up to, whoever was there saw that I was feeling down and I was looking at myself in the reflection and he said, "You're beautiful." And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Very kind thing to say, but still, coming from nowhere, a random, that's got to still, like you said, freak you out, even though it was a beautiful thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember the name of the bar or you did?
Yes, it was in Dinkytown. Dinkytown, Minneapolis. Let me just look it up real quick because we used to play there all the time.
Dinkytown, Minneapolis, haunted.
I got a Kitty Cat Club. It's hard to say. The Kitty Cat Club in Minneapolis. And they said that Bob Dylan used to like stay there back in the day. Like it has a lot of history. It's a really rich bar, like rich with history.
Speaking movies for a quick sec, you did Hustlers with J-Lo and Cardi B, obviously, like we talked about. Any more movies? I know music is the focus now, but do we have any movies, on deck?
We don't. I have a deal with Amazon right now where with Amazon Studios where I can produce and make, shows and movies. I have things developing right now, but I'm not acting anytime soon. There's no scripts on deck. I just feel like for me, because I didn't study acting, it's such a craft. And I feel like the character literally has to be written for me, or it has to be like the perfect role for me to actually get into it. Because I don't want to let nobody down. I don't want to let the story down by not being a good actor. Right.
You know what, though? You killed it in Hustlers. Maybe there's some sort of, some people are just more natural at certain things. And maybe that's one of your things, I don't know what kind of prep you did for Hustlers, but you did it,
I drank tequila.
That's the prep. Perfect. Lizzo, what album changed your life? I know before you were an artist, you're a fan. Like for me, it was Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller.
Wow.
It's just, that's my one. There's a couple of Michael albums. What album changed your life? Yeah. Right. Which one did it for you?
I would say, you got to go with the one that comes to mind first. So as soon as you said that, I thought about The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, because that album is like perfect. Like it's perfect. There's no skips. And the songs are just as good showing her rapping ability as it is showing her singing ability. And I remember listening to that and not knowing that was possible. Like outside of Missy Elliott, who is a great rapper and singer, Lauryn Hill had like a really soulful, like vocal that had like melismas, and then she was spitting. Like it was just, the juxtaposition was so wide that you were like, wait, I don't know which one she's better at. And I remember thinking like, wow, I want to be just as good at singing as I am at rapping. Like I want to be the best at both.
Yeah, what a great album to pattern, to be inspired. That album will live forever. I mean, seriously.
Forever.
Lizzo, what is your inner circle, your family, your friends, that tight crew that's been with you for a while? What is their reaction to all this success over the last couple? Because you've really, I mean, you've gone from we didn't know who you were to top of the movement. I mean, what's their reaction?
I knew who I was, and that's all that matters.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, I got 5 friends, and they've been the same. I'm pretty consistent and loyal. I'm a Taurus, but the beauty of my friendships is that nobody, they treat me the same. They see me the same, and I love that. And I've been the same.
You're sitting with Grammys behind you and the iHeart Award. They don't pay attention to that. They don't even see those things, do they?
Don't mind this. I mean, we drink champagne out of those Grammys, and when we get drunk, I give them out. I give out the Grammys when I'm drunk. I'm like, here's the Grammy for second best Christmas song of the year.
My God, that is crazy. I didn't mean to interrupt your flow there, but yeah, your friends, they still see you the same way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rumors is out featuring Cardi. Get on this track. I mean, just a mind-blowing track. Album on the way. We have no idea. She won't tell me anything. What am I forgetting to ask you? What else what else should I bring up, Miss Lizzo?
Oh my gosh, I feel like we've talked about everything.
We kind of, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Lizzo, it is so good to see you. I can't wait to see you in whenever things clear up and all that fun stuff. I can't wait to see you in person.
Oh man, it's going to be fun. When we're safe, we're going to be greater later.
That's right. All right. At the end of every countdown, fist bump to make it official. Lizzo, tap that cam, please.
Boom. Bow.